What's good, y'all? Welcome to episode 5 of the No Warning Shot podcast. Your boy B Miller back in the building. CO in the building. Buller in the building.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
We back in the compound. What's good, y'all?
Let's go. What's up?
Hey,
Shit.
another day.
Locked down.
How y'all living?
Locked down.
Locked down.
Shit.
Locked up. Can't.
No, I'm working.
Yeah, I wish.
I'm working.
You one of the lucky ones?
Right, man.
Bruh. I wish I had this unemployment that everybody else is getting. This is wild.
That extra 600 a month,
Extra
a week.
600.
Shit.
People with jobs getting checks. I'm like,
right.
you still good, right?
Mhm.
When's my check coming up?
No.
It's all
That's
right.
crazy.
It's, it's on the way.
What y'all been up to this week?
Mother's Day, man, was good.
Oh,
You know
yeah,
what
for
I mean?
sure. Shout out. Happy Mother's Day.
Shout out to all
Was
the moms
yesterday.
out
Happy
there.
Mother's
Happened,
Day,
man. Thank
for
you.
sure.
What y'all do?
Shit, man. My mom was gone. My sister was gone. My girl was gone. I was chilling.
Hair to belt out and all my niggas done left me.
Yeah, we did our Mother's Day today, actually, so
Oh, okay.
that was cool.
Nah, you know, my mom was gone too, and
For
like,
sure.
yeah, so it's one of them things to where you just kind of gotta like live it by like how it go.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, yo, it was good.
For
Well,
sure.
my daughter's with me. I ain't tripping.
For sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All my aunts were like, yeah, it must be Father's Day for you. I was like, shoot, can we do this for Father's Day? Y'all just bounce out.
No, what you're not gonna do is play me. Father's Day's next month, bro.
Yeah, right.
That's it. I'm gonna
Hey,
need something.
I just need privacy on Father's Day, bro. Just,
That's all.
hey, just
That's
leave
all
it
I
alone.
want. I'll be
Right.
telling my girl this. Hey, I don't care about gifts. I don't
Yeah.
need nothing. Just give me peace.
Peace, right?
All I need is peace.
Right.
No, I disagree. I get presents on Mother's Day. I need presents on Father's Day.
Okay, what kind of presents you get? Because mothers don't get shit. Hey, mothers get all the nice shit. Dads
no,
get
I need something.
You
on
keeping
Father's
tabs?
Day. Straight up.
Hey,
Like,
I'm
nah.
OFA.
Hey, what is this?
Yeah,
No, I spent $1,300 on yours.
man.
Is it?
Run
Did
that.
you buy me some boxers?
Zero.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And
Yeah. For those of y'all watching today's Monday, so that means episode 4 dropped today, man. So
Nice.
we appreciate the feedback that we got, man.
Dope.
I got a lot of good feedback from it. Did y'all get any feedback from
Oh,
last
yeah, for
episode?
sure. But it was like, that's our best one yet, man.
For
You know
sure.
what I mean? It was like,
I
we should have
don't
done that
know.
from the rip.
Person who, the person who I care about that told me, he was like, that should have been your first episode.
Right.
Let's go.
But nah,
Yo,
it was just something, you know, we had to get off our chest. You know what I mean? I could go for hours more, but, you know.
Yeah.
well, the
you already
thing
know I
is,
can talk.
yeah, but the thing is, we were working through the coronavirus, so we're on the Zoom, so now we like actually back to the
Now we can
compound, so
vibe and
boom,
shit,
here we
yeah.
go.
For sure.
Let's go.
Feel my brothers and arms.
There you
Let's
go.
go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah,
Nigga, you 6 feet away?
So,
All right.
I'm telling you, man, when you do time, I don't care. Once you do time and you see somebody else that done time with you or done time where you've done time or they've lost some of their life, like you are instantly have a
You got a
connection.
bond.
That's
It's
good
kind
money.
of just like a military connection.
sure.
Like even though you didn't serve with that person, you know exactly what they're going through. You're like off the top, you can start talking to them about, yo, man, what you get? How's your head holding up? How are you adjusting life?
For sure.
You know, you can get right into it without all the, well, you know, I'm hard, I'm doing good. No, man, you know what I mean? It's rough. It's rough adjusting back to the civilian life.
No,
So-
that's why last week's episode was important, man, because we got to be able to tell our own stories like that. You feel me? Because there's so much negative connotation with being an ex felon or going
Right.
to the prison or going to jail. So you feel me?
So
I
much
think
It
that the last episode that we had, bro, was so lit. And the only reason why I think it was lit is because we learned a lot about each other.
Yeah, for sure.
Just sitting around, like, I was like, oh. And I'm looking at you like, okay. And, like, we told a lot about each other and, like, we
Yeah.
like let the people really see what was really going on in our
Right,
lives.
For sure.
Like,
Yeah,
stuff that
okay.
I don't tell nobody.
Right, I was
Yeah.
like, so that shit ain't easy because looking at
Right.
myself, I was like, yo, man, turn it down a little
Right.
bit. And I was like,
I don't want to hear that part.
yeah,
Right,
You
right.
don't ever live that, but yeah, it was
Yeah.
like it was just I want to be like, yo, it's hard watching yourself tell your story. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't care how it is, especially when you're still trying to write your story. You know what I mean? Like if I was
Definitely.
older, and my story was done with, then I could flip back and not even care. But when you're still trying to make moves, you still want to be like, hey, I'm not trying to be all out on Front Street, but I'm still trying to let you know, like, look, I've been where you've been at, or I've been where you're trying to go. I can try to help you out, or I can actually use some help along the way. You know what I mean?
for sure.
Right.
And it's like,
That's what we're here for.
Exactly.
Well, and the thing is, we're trying to send the right message. So what you get, like, from us, like, what, regardless of what we're saying, like, take the good from what we're saying. We might be on some comedy shit or laugh and make jokes, but it's on some real shit.
You've been locked up. That's the only thing that gets you through time, man.
Yeah.
You got to laugh the pain away
Got to,
sometimes.
man. You know what I'm saying? You just
Definitely.
some part of you just can't let that go. You have to find you got to find humility in your humor, or however that works, vice versa, right? You got to find it. Because if you don't, you're gonna be miserable up in that bitch.
You're right.
And when you
niggas
get out,
over here dropping knowledge today.
Hey, nigga. Hey, we ate before 8.
I'm still trying to get my blood sugar up.
Shout
Almost there.
out to my boy doing this thing, man. You doing
Straight
that,
up,
though.
Ramadan.
Yeah, I've
Let's
been
go.
cheating like a motherfucker. Like, yo, don't tell nobody.
Hey,
All right.
self-discipline is a motherfucker, man. But
Hey, that
definitely.
is the
you
will
need that
to
in your life.
survive.
We all need self-discipline in some form or another. You feel me? This is just the one
Bruh,
time a year.
it
The one time a year where I try to
It don't
fight all my vices.
It don't gotta be Ramadan, bro.
It don't gotta be. It can be for
times when
anything.
you could just take a month out to just do something for yourself,
For
bro.
sure.
Like, yeah, it don't gotta be Ramadan.
For sure.
So you mean like you take a month out to do nothing for yourself?
For me,
I'm
nah,
saying,
that's out.
yeah, you
That's
have to
out.
have religion to make
That's
me do
out.
something like that.
Maybe a weekend.
There's no way. I'm like, yeah, man. So I'm gonna do this month. We're just gonna nah. I gotta convince myself, like, yo,
It's all no nigga, no drinking for a month.
yeah.
Oh.
No, I'm like, so
What
drinking, no
religion
smoking,
is
no
that?
eating. I'm just like, none of that. Like, okay, so when the sun, like, hold on, man. So you want me to sleep all day,
Right.
So you don't want me to be active,
That's
right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Nah.
So y'all ain't never went a month without anything? What's the
no, I
longest?
did.
Yeah,
What's
of
the longest-
course in jail.
I mean,
Okay,
like,
pussy nigga.
You know
Oh,
what?
bro,
What's
that's the worst.
what's something else? What's something else you went some time without?
Like
On your own.
I would say this: I quit doing partaking in alcohol. I quit eating steak and
Ooh, that's a hard one.
well, cause I had heartburn. You know what I'm saying, really bad. So I had to fucking stop eating grease for 6 months. So that shit was hard. I ate fish and chicken for 6 months. That was real. That was real. Yeah, that was real, and that was all for heartburn.
You wanna know mine?
I don't know.
I stopped talking to side bitches for like 6 months at one point.
Yeah, right?
Is that by choice or force? nigga?
No, you know, Ramadan.
Mama hit me hard. Mama, this.
No side bitches for Ramadan, nigga. 6 months.
Shit. So, yeah, I don't know. That might have been a plus, man. Sorry.
Less headaches.
Yeah, less headaches, less comparison. So you always over there with her, huh?
Yeah. No, honestly, like,
Hey,
damn, that's a tough question.
yeah, I don't like doing it, so it's very easy.
Nah, that's good, man. You gotta try it.
No, discipline is good. If you tell yourself no is the best thing you can do for yourself.
Bruh,
Hardest
you
thing
showed
to-
up over here hungry as shit.
Starving as shit.
Hey, really?
know what I'm
Ramadan,
saying?
bro.
Oh, shit.
I'd have been, like, I'd have showed up over here with a steak.
There could be another way, right?
For sure.
Can you give up
Definitely.
something else?
Anything you want to.
Right.
You gave up eating?
While the sun's up.
Like,
Bro.
That ain't
I
it.
support you though.
For sure.
I'm with you. From here.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And but for real though, thank you everyone again for tuning in to episode 4.
So,
We appreciate the feedback. We hope to be able to bring you guys more stories like that. Anything you want to know about, don't feel free to ask us. We're gonna do our best to let you guys know what's really going on and what we've been through and shit. So thank you, we appreciate it. Y'all heard about the Ahmaud Arbery case?
Yep.
you know, I can't get away from it. Everybody is on every platform. When this happened months ago,
Man, almost 3 months ago.
3 months ago, but
February.
right now,
February to be exact.
February, right? But
Yeah.
right now, everybody's like, bam, bam, bam. I'm like, what the fuck was going on in February?
Right.
Right?
No, well, no. Why are we just hearing about it now?
Something was happening in February. I
Right.
think it was
Why-
the coronavirus.
Why we just hearing about it now is because
We got video.
they got video of it. And the video
Wait,
video leaked.
Nah, but let's be for real. Like, I don't know if he was the only person who went through it, and probably not, because I've seen a lot of different videos that have been happening since February.
Oh, yeah,
probably
definitely.
before that.
Oh, no.
But we were so consumed with the coronavirus, we didn't pay attention to
Yeah.
that.
This video actually just leaked.
No.
The police had it for since February.
No, but what happened was in that city, they were already protesting about that situation,
Right.
But it
Oh,
just
but
never made mainstream.
But it's a black man getting killed by 2 white people.
Right.
It happens
We ain't gonna hear
every
about it no way. You feel me?
You're right.
Only
you're
way
right.
you're gonna hear about it is if some actual video
Right.
footage of it leaks. You feel me?
And then because then they started protesting, they're like, "Whoa, what happened to that social distancing?"
Yeah.
Right? All of a sudden, now when social distancing became the main factor.
Yeah.
They were like, "Hey, look, y'all ain't wiping this under the rug."
For those of y'all who don't know,
Yeah.
the brother Ahmaud, he was out for a run back in February, right?
February sometime.
Yeah, so he was out in February. So this is the thing. He was out, he was jogging like he usually does, but there's new footage of him going to like the construction site,
Which isn't a crime.
which isn't a crime. He never stole anything or anything like that.
For sure.
And I think that they pretty much, it was people who seen him going through that property.
Pretty much it was some white ass racist crackers niggas.
Right.
Who chased the boy down and lynched him.
Right.
just,
Modern day
just to get to the point.
Right.
That's racist.
That's not cracker.
That's
Is cracker
placism,
racist?
nigga,
Cracker ain't
placism.
racist.
This is the thing, bro. He never committed any crime, bro. And he was running, doing what he was doing, never did any crime. For two people to show up with a shotgun and one person to show up with a rifle.
3.
Bro. Oh, no, the third person was just videotaping.
Nah, that was their boy.
No, of course.
So,
but the whole
and he had his own gun. He was all part of it, all in together.
So we all been in jail.
Right.
We know that's premeditated.
For sure. Bingo.
Right. So there's nothing that you can do that's gonna make that a good thing. And then we got 2 DAs who recused themselves because he was part of the law enforcement, the investigator.
That's the main reason why we didn't hear about it till a couple weeks ago.
What's so dope though is now we have a black DA that's in there. She's a special prosecutor.
But just because she a black DA, we don't know what type of DA she could be.
No, you're right.
She could be a Kamala Harris ass type of DA. You feel me? Like
I got cold shit.
I got it. No, real shit. I gotta see what you gonna do.
She might become our first lady.
And she Republican.
But
so.
They might just put a black lady in there to get the votes. I'm not saying that happened.
And it's possible.
It's possible.
It's possible.
But time will tell what she's about to do.
Right.
Right. But on another note, I know we've seen that I don't know how true this is, but I know they came on that dude Sean King's shit on Instagram. They're saying that this dude had something with all that shit coming to fruition, right? Of getting arrested. He's did like an online petitions for people to sign so they can go ahead and press charges on these cats. I don't know if that's true or not.
No, they got arrested. They arrested over the weekend, was it? I think Saturday.
Yeah.
But
Saturday. They arrested the son and the father.
Right.
And then they're trying to arrest the third dude now.
So I just see it on a lot of social media sites like, thank you very much, Sean, for making this happen.
Nah, definitely.
So I didn't understand that, but I got.
Hey, did you guys see what he was wearing?
Who?
Bro, he had a t-shirt and some khaki shorts on. He didn't steal nothing, dog. He didn't steal nothing, dog.
All he did was be a black man in America.
That's all you have to be, though. That's all you have to be. That's
the cold part of this country is that every essence of our being, being blackness is a crime in America. You feel me?
That's true.
We police for anything that we do, anything that might appear suspicious.
Right.
We already assume guilty until proven innocent. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Well, you know what? Like, as far as that, I hope that goes the way it's supposed to go, and I hope the judicial system takes care of bro, listen, it's so many times to where back in the day there was no camera, so you never see anything on camera. Now there's cameras and you see everything on camera, and there's so many police that still get away. I hope this is one of those situations where it's bro, you know what I mean? It really happened, bro.
I don't have much faith in the justice system. You feel me?
Not when it comes to different.
We seen this shit with Trayvon, with Tamir, with countless other black brothers and sisters that been.
Bro, I don't even buy Skittles no more.
You feel me? So
I don't buy Skittles. I don't wear hoodies. Nothing, bro.
It's gonna put you down,
bro.
See, but that's the bullshit though. Like we shouldn't live in a society where we gotta
be scared to do that.
Exactly,
bro.
We shouldn't have to have those talks with our son and shit. You feel me?
We can't wear hoodies, but we can wear masks everywhere. That's crazy, bro.
Socially designed.
Hey, but that's a good segue. Hey, so that's a good segue.
But before you segue out, I just want to say one more. This is my personal belief.
Right.
So I understand everyone saying the run for Ahmaud and all that stuff, right?
During these times,
I think we missing something. Like we need to stop trying to docile that brother. You feel me? Like because the brother didn't die running. You feel me? That brother died fighting. You feel me?
Right.
He ran up on them white boys. So if you want to honor his spirit, man, honor him. That boy was a warrior. He didn't die just running.
Right.
He went out with a fight. You feel me?
So you're saying we got to arm up and fight back?
Damn right.
I'm saying, if
I wasn't a felon, I would. Shit.
Right.
If I wasn't a felon, you best believe I would.
So I don't feel like he ran up, bro. I feel like, dude pulled the strap on him, and he grabbed the strap, bro.
He ran up exactly,
and he was supposed to.
What you're supposed to do,
but the way it happened.
But the narrative is that he was just out for a run.
Definitely.
True, he was out for a run. But then when it came time for him to fight for his life, the brother fought for his life.
He definitely
and that's how he went out. You feel me?
He definitely did.
Remember him like that.
Hey, and put this on record. Hey, his son is a bitch.
They both
The
bitches.
dude that was in the back of the truck, he's
They
a
both
bitch.
bitches.
Because he didn't want to get out or nothing. Yeah, no, fuck him.
When 3 white dudes get in a car, let's just flip the turn. Let's turn the tide real quick, all right? Let's say let's just turn the tide. So let's say there's a house right here on the corner, right? Say it's fucking getting construction, whatever, and it's empty right now. Say we see some white people, a white person walk by there 3 days in a row, whatever it may be, then go over there again. Do we have the right to pull out guns and shoot them? No, we don't. We don't have that right to take the law in our hands, no matter what we thought, because you know why? We're not getting paid to think like that. We don't get paid to investigate. You know, let the police get paid to do that shit.
2 things. First 2 things I learned in prison, nigga. When a race riot kick off, you better get there.
Yep.
Second thing I learned, mind your own damn business.
Okay. I was going to say.
The first 2 things.
That's true. That's true.
First 2 things.
Right. No. And the whole thing is, I can see if it was their property. Bro,
For sure, that's different.
They're doing some Zimmerman shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just looking out for the fucking neighborhood.
Right, like,
Police protection type shit.
Fuck the neighborhood. Who's a neighborhood fucking?
Oh yeah, fuck Zimmerman too. Shots fired.
Bro,
Still,
listen, and I don't know, like just think about this, y'all. And we've learned this through history books, whatever. Bro, they pulled up on him in a pickup truck,
like
in the South,
like the old days,
in the South,
with a rifle and a shotgun, and jumped out on him. That's old. That's modern day lynching,
bro. That's a lynching.
Modern lynching,
That's
dog.
lynching,
and
bro.
that's how no one's putting emphasis on that. Everybody's looking at it like at the act. Fuck the act. Look what they're still doing. Do you understand what you're still giving these?
And tried to cover it up for 2.5
and
months,
another
bro.
cover up. How many cover ups we need?
And then 2 DAs recused themselves because they were a part of the department that he used to investigate for, bro.
And then the third DA, the DA that was on before the sister got put on.
Right.
This dude, he just had mouth surgery, right?
Mm-hmm.
He couldn't even fucking talk. Yeah. So they had to
they punch him in his face like, shut up.
They tried to put a DA on the case that can't even talk.
Right.
So that's when Sean King and then they got invited. It was like, nah, dude got to go too. And then they finally put in the sister and shit. You feel me? So
that's where he comes in.
We're gonna see how C works out. But
so let's segue into this before we close out of that, bro. So I want you guys to go look at this dude. His name is Officer G. Anderson. He's a police officer. I won't say where he's from, but you can look it up on YouTube. Pretty much what he's doing is getting online and telling everybody, listen, he's not talking to just us as far as like people in the community. He's talking to his fellow police officers. He's pretty much like, you guys are acting tyrant. You guys are doing things to these citizens that it's basically, if the Constitution doesn't support this, you shouldn't be doing this because the constitutional law
applies to everyone.
Applies to everyone, and it supersedes everything else.
When you use the word tyrant, you're thinking of people like Osama bin Laden, fucking Saddam Hussein. Just when you say tyrant, just fill that in. You understand what he's talking about. You know what I mean? Like, you're talking about people that take laws in their own hand and set how it's supposed to be, regardless of the or the outcomes.
Hey, so you got to check him out. So what happens is, he gets on there, he puts an IG live up, and he puts it on YouTube. Gets on YouTube, everything's everything. In the morning, at 5 o'clock in the morning, his chief called him and was like, yo, good job, man. We support you. We're all the way behind you. And then at 8 o'clock in the morning, he gets a call like, yo, you got to take it down or else pretty much you're going to have, it's going to be bad.
It's going to be bad.
And he's like, why it's going to be bad? It's because the governor got at him and was like, yo, take it down. And if he says no against the governor, boom, it's bad. So he got fired and everything. It's
they fired him?
And this goes all into people social distancing.
Right.
He was talking about, I remember what you're talking about. He was talking about exactly how people are getting arrested for faulty things of social distancing.
Right.
Going to people's homes.
Doing nails in their house.
Right. Going traveling. But it was all socially. It was around people that really, at the end of the day, weren't really doing anything wrong. And he was making a point saying, hey, look, we're not the judge, case, and juror. We're not allowed to do this.
Right.
We are not the Constitution. We know what social distance. But if you're gonna treat these people like that, then you need to treat these people like that. You can't just pick where you want to choose. And right now, that's what's happening. Right. People are getting their feelings and they're picking how they feel. They're like, I don't feel this type, so I'm coming at these people, regardless of how it might look.
That's how they always been. That ain't nothing new.
Well, hey, that's
the
it ain't like
no,
that
you're
for
right.
us.
No, that's their whole purpose, is to criminalize everything that we do. Whatever.
He's been in the military, bro. Right. He served hella years in the military. He's been to Afghanistan to really see how it is like that over there.
He sees the real.
So when he comes back over here and he sees, now we start acting like this, he's like, bro, like I've been through this.
But this ain't the
and you don't want that to happen here.
Right, but this ain't the first time people go to war and come back and say, what the fuck's going on here?
Right.
You know what I mean? A lot of people go to war and come back like this, like the war we're fighting at home, we shouldn't be fighting.
At all.
There shouldn't be no fight for black people, white people to get along. Like, we all want peace. And that's what people understand. Like, hey, there is actual black people and everybody being peaceful out here. And when we come out here and hit people or attack people, we're over here, now we're turning them into convicts. We're turning them into felons. Now what they're doing is they're just bringing it onto the whole thing of get you caught up, get you in the system. And once you're in the system,
take away your rights.
Take away your rights. Now you can't vote. Now you can't have a gun. Now you can't protect yourself. Now you can't get a job. You know what I mean? All these little things, these are all add ups. I'm not saying it's a conspiracy theory by any stretch of matter.
This is real shit.
I'm not a conspiracy theorist. Right?
See, like, the system is set up on purpose. This isn't a coincidence.
Right.
Like, this shit is set up for a purpose. It's set up to disenfranchise people from certain things, like you said, voting.
Mm-hmm. Once they do that, then they take away your human rights.
Yeah, you feel me? So
once you're dehumanized, then what are you? Piece of property.
Hey, you know what?
It's easier to say he ain't worth shit at that point in time. You know what I mean?
And that's the thing, like, for them to say you're not worth shit, so you're not able to vote, or you're not able to,
you're not society worthy.
Right. And then it goes into that. Like, it's different.
I gotta live in society.
It's different.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm not society worthy. I gotta live here though, right?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be gone forever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Bro,
what are you talking
I don't
about?
care if you made a mistake in the past, bro. Now you can't vote, bro.
But now I can't hold a pistol. Now niggas come to my house, I get shot up. You know what I mean? Like, that's no way for my story to end.
You just want to hold a gun.
No, I don't. I got crossbows, nigga. I got bows and arrows. I don't fuck with you like Chiefs and Indians, nigga. I ain't playing.
Yeah,
Shit, I hold my fucking
shit. We used to be able to hold guns in California until the Black Panthers showed up. Then all of a sudden they want to change the laws and shit. You feel me?
Scratch it.
By all means necessary.
By all means necessary.
Yeah.
But let me get back to a quick side note real quick.
Yeah.
And so, first of all, I respect anyone who tells the truth. I don't care what you are. But so, what do you say about, speaking of, what's the boy name? The cop's name?
G. Anderson.
G. Anderson. So what do you think? What do you think about so-called good cops that don't speak out? Is there a such thing? How can you be a good cop without speaking out on the system?
I'll tell you this. So let's take it to the people to where they can really understand where I'm coming from. All right, so it's me, CO, and it's you. All right, listen, we're about to go rob somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to rob them.
Right, I just want to get.
Bruh, because you don't feel like that, bro. You just want to do regular business.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, bro, it's kind of like you being that person gotta tell us, like, yo, like, bro, we're not supposed to be doing that, bro. So, like, and if we don't listen, it's different. But if you're the good cop, bro, and we're the bad apples, bro, you have to say something.
You got to.
I would say this, like, if you're the good apple, I don't care how it is, I mean, what it's like, but we all know if you're the only one, you're the first one through the door, get shot. I don't care how it lines up, but if you gotta have more people, you gotta have a case. You just can't go willy nilly. If through life we've shown like, hey, you gotta 1-2 people support you, but it doesn't mean that one person can't make a difference. You know what I'm saying? One person can come in and just shed a light on this, but at the same time, it's gotta be a movement of people.
But how hard is it gonna be for him? Because his life is in danger.
I would say no. If it was him with a bunch of people that been locked up or seen it, you know what I mean. At that point in time, if he had something like to show out a string of this instead of his commentation, they would have no choice but to go ahead and look into it and then do something about it. But at the same time, when someone
I'm
just like a lawyer, dog. I'm talking like a lawyer right now.
I'm not Tekashi. You're talking about how shit should be.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying in the instance of you don't come at people with topics sensitive like this. You don't come out like that. You come out with force. You got to come out with A, B, and C, man. I don't give a fuck what it is. Like you have
to put their foot to the fire.
You gotta because they're gonna come in, they're gonna run you out. You gotta know that. You know what I mean? Everybody's seen this. So you gotta have it just like a lawyer. You gotta be like, okay, well, look at that DA ran him out. So now you got the DA under fire, you got the fucking judge under fire. You gotta bring all these people out who are doing it. You gotta bring out names. But what officers are doing it?
No, wait. See?
That's how you name drop on them. If you're gonna stop something.
But I'm with you.
Talking vague.
I'm with you, but we're dropping dimes as far as like we're not gonna do it.
Well,
but as far as that officer
said he's a police, so they don't have the street code.
Yeah, no. They got the blue line, bro.
I got that code,
right? So
I'm just saying,
no, we don't got that. But if
but people have done it in our past, and they've shown how to do it through how they've been exiled. Like a lot of people, have done this, they've been exiled. You know how they
So-
do it? They
so
bring
let's
the
keep it lit.
journalists in.
No,
They got
wait,
a journal-
wait.
No, this is how they do it.
No,
I'll
let's
tell you.
keep it lit. Everybody that you've known has been a whistleblower as far as being a police officer. Where are they at right now?
I didn't say all that.
Okay.
I'm saying that they did it right.
Definitely a whistleblower,
I
bro.
know they got that part. Right? I'm just saying they come with first. They get a journalist. They'll get someone to dig up. They'll give the case to a journalist.
Right.
Let the journalists do the dirty work. You know what I'm saying? They'll just feed them shit. They don't do it by themselves because they know they're gonna get out of there. So I mean, I'm just saying in things in theory, what we're talking about this nigga, I understand. Like in theory, he should have just had somebody else talking about it, some name, something other than that. Because right now, I'm sorry to say, it's just gonna get pushed back under the rug.
Yeah.
I disagree with you. And
We'll
the only
see.
reason-
We'll see in 6.
Wait.
We'll see in
I
6
disagree.
6 months.
And the
Time.
only-
Took that nigga a
hey,
minute to get there, but
nah,
now I understand what
nah.
you're saying. I agree with you.
The only reason, hey, this happened 5 days ago. The only reason why I disagree with you, bro, he has over 11,000 views. The only reason why I disagree with you, bro, they asked him to take it down. He said, nope. They said, if you don't take it down, pretty much you're going to get fired. He was like, nah, this is what I stand for. Bro, he's that dude. I don't need the shield no more.
Hold on, hold on. But what Chris is saying though is, okay, that's good and all, but what good does it really do if you're not naming names, the exact cops that are dirty, exact shit that's fucking broken in the system? You feel me?
So this is where I'm at with it.
How you
We are all aware of how corrupt the system is.
Right, everybody knows that, right?
But we aren't aware of who the actual.
Bro, I'm there with you, bro. And you know what? I'm not about naming names. I'm not about none of that.
Oh no!
It's
in our code,
good.
we can't do that.
Right.
But that's different.
It's just good to see
They arrest
somebody
people all the time
stepping
telling
out.
snitch.
That's what I said.
And actually having a conversation like, yo, and he's not mentioning any names. He's calling them tyrants, and he's saying what you guys are doing is taking people's rights away. Bro, I don't want to do that no more.
Yeah.
And I don't know what we got to do or who you got to talk to or whoever. Bro.
But you got to remember
facts. That's why I said I appreciate all truth tellers. I don't care what you are.
Right.
But you can do more.
I want to jump into now something that is more for the community. Is voting in jail a yes or no? How does people feel about on here? We all been in jail. How do you feel about voting in jail? Should we have the right to vote or should we have the right to vote?
Are you talking about actually voting in jail or just people with records having the ability to vote?
I talk about like people that voted on the city or council more and more in their citywide, not like presidential votes. Like that's cool, but I mean like if you have
but actually in jail or
in jail. Actually,
for sure.
You're sitting there doing time right now for murder or for whatever fuck. You're doing time right now. What do you think? Do you think it's a yes or no?
I think it's a yes.
You?
Okay. I got a whole different aspect on that.
All right.
So this is my aspect on it. So when it comes to voting in jail, listen, so we've been locked up for weapons, we've been locked up for drugs, different things like that. Bro, like, but I think that when it comes to like pedophilia or people who've been in there for rape cases or people who've been there for horrendous crimes like murders, that type of, bro, I've seen things to where there's been like senators that are like trying to get into a higher place and they're like, vote for me, I'll let you carry automatic weapons. Bro,
exactly.
You got to think about that kind of stuff. So where, you know what, I can't give you an honest answer as far as if I think everybody should be able to vote.
Right.
But bro, the way I feel about pedophiles, you can't vote.
Yeah.
Rapists can't vote.
Yeah. I believe
murderers,
that's the two of the same
it's
thing.
different because murderers.
It's two different things. So
Murderers is different because in murder situations, bro, there's always different situations. It's never like, oh, this just happened because of what just happened. Okay. Pedophilia, bro. If you ever gotta touch a kid, or you ever gotta take some,
there's places where some place you can have a girl at 16. You know what I mean? And she was 15 at the time.
All right. Well,
I'm just saying, there's some states.
If you subscribe to that,
I'm not subscribed to that. I don't know. I'm saying we're some states. Right. There's a thin line between like you're in high school, so they're like, hey, it's not 18-year-old. But in some states like California, that's pedophile. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
so that's a thin line too, right?
So no. For me, for that, like, bro. If I'm 17 and I mess with a 16-year-old,
and I knew you when I was 15,
we're kids,
right?
Right.
So there's a line there.
Bro, if you 25 years old out here being a predator, bro, like that's bad business.
You weren't even the same fucking high school or junior high at the time. Right?
If you show up at the prom and you 25, my nigga, you just start to go down. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
no, you've done.
But as far as like murderers or different things like that, bro, there's so many different reasons that different things go down to where you have to like. look at every single case to decide if they're like able.
So we don't have that time to look at every case. So
Bro,
no,
we don't.
You're a no, right?
No, we don't.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
But I mean, we don't. But
Yeah.
you could be a person that came into my house, bro, and I smacked you.
We ain't talking about that right now. I'm just saying, are you a yes or no?
Now I can't vote.
We don't. There you go.
No, I don't agree with that.
So now there's got to be a criteria.
So who gets to decide?
So it's gonna be like
It's a slippery slope, bro.
Yeah.
Like you can't say certain people can do this and certain people can do that.
All right, cool.
We've been down that road.
If you rape somebody
down that
or
road
you
before,
doing some
bro.
pedophilia shit, you out of here, bro.
Bro, there's a difference between the crime
So you PC'd up.
and the actual motherfucking rights that people have as human beings. You feel me?
Mhm.
Right.
Human
Fucking
rights. is what's up.
rapists, pedophilias, all them motherfuckers, they pieces of shit.
Mhm.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Right.
But they still human beings. You feel me? People still got rights regardless of
they're
shit.
not.
To some degree.
They still
No,
are.
they're
They
not.
still are, bro. You still a human.
Mhm.
Unless you willing to whack a motherfucker, you still a human. You feel me? Which means you still got rights.
Unfortunately,
Well, you
that's
know
what
what?
makes the human race.
Hey, you know what? This is what I think. If you're gonna be able to vote in jail, you should take an IQ test.
Ooh, so it's
Nah, bro. We've
Yeah.
been down that line.
Pedophiles are smart.
Bro, you remember?
Yeah.
Pedophiles
Bro,
are
you
smart as
Stupid
shit.
motherfucker.
So look,
If you can
alright.
pass this IQ
Bruh.
test, you can vote for the right person.
Hold on, bro.
I want to say something right now.
Bro, hold on. Have you
Yeah,
heard
yeah,
about
yeah.
the Civil Rights Voting Rights Act, bro?
Yeah,
you know they used to make us take fucking IQ tests and fucking reading tests.
Yeah, he's
So I'm saying, bro,
doing
it's a slippery slope, bro. Like,
No.
we've been down this road before, bro. Like, you can't fucking.
Did this.
Bro, I'm gonna keep it lit with you.
So
You know how many people that you've met in
So
jail
look,
that are the
you're-
smartest niggas that you've ever met?
Some of the most smartest
Bruh,
bros I ever met in my
Those
life.
are the ones you want to be able to vote. The ones that are like
the ones
shit
that-
on the wall.
So what
you don't
about the
want those
people
to
on
vote.
the streets like that?
So listen. When you
They get the right. They get the right to vote.
So you guys gotta understand.
Hey, what you
voting
think Zach gonna do is gang up on me?
What I'm saying is,
I'm saying it's slippery. That's why you can't say this or that. It's a slippery slope. It's either a yes or a no.
Right.
I'm for
and
a
when
yes.
it comes to
All right,
voting,
all right.
voting will
I'm
take
for
care of
yes.
itself. There's not enough pedophiles that are going to get it to
Wait,
that level.
so
Okay?
you're for yes for everybody in jail
Whoa.
voting?
So
Yes.
let me tell you this.
What?
I like that.
Why
I
not?
like that. I was against no. I'm gonna
Why
tell
not?
you. So
Yeah,
look,
and another thing, bro, you understand, right?
I
That
got the wise.
the prison system disproportionately affects people of color, black and brown people,
Hey,
right?
hold on.
With one of the specific purposes,
Except for
bro.
Susanville, nigga.
With one, except for Susanville. No, we still
This
outnumber
guy
there
is
too.
crazy.
We still outnumber there
just
too,
took
nigga.
care
But the guards look out for them. Fuck Susanville. But one of the specific purposes, bro, of fucking mass incarceration is to strip us of our fucking voting rights.
I got a question.
That's
for you.
where the key of the
I got
power
a
lays
question
in this
for you.
country. You
I
feel
got
me?
a question for you. So you have kids, right?
Facts.
I do. You do too.
Mhm.
So if we let all the prisoners vote and we got all these pedophiles
We don't
and
have that
rapists.
many. You see, you're acting like everybody in jail is a pedophile. Like,
No,
you
no,
gotta
no,
remember
no.
how voting works.
No.
It's going to be the
wait,
majority.
wait,
majority.
wait.
Right?
Whoa.
So if everybody's majority pedophiles, like, they're going to win regardless, right?
No,
I'm just letting you know. Like,
Wait,
that's how I know,
wait.
right?
But we say shit like all votes count.
Right.
So if we have the whole PC population voting.
No, that's what they say in campaigns, right?
No, hold on, no, but right,
Nigga, you
right.
scare tactics.
But
All votes
and
count.
they're all
No,
like,
they don't. All
they're
votes ain't
all
the
like,
same, nigga.
yo, this amendment to where we don't need to be out there, to where people don't need to know where we
So-
live at, and blah 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 blah. Bruh,
But bro,
So let me tell you
how
this.
many
Well, hold on.
pedophiles do you want living in your
I
Hold
house?
on,
you're
hold on, bro, hold on.
You're on emotional tip. I get that, right? If I was
Emotional?
Yeah, that's emotional. That's an emotional response.
Who's
like I don't
crazy?
want. That's how I
who's
was like.
promoting that bill? First of all, that bill's not coming up.
Bruh.
Ain't no bill.
Bro,
about
you
to come
see that
up.
one broad that was
I
like,
know.
I think anybody should be able to carry an automatic weapon.
Okay, listen. She
What?
was just a fraud.
Oh, son.
She's a woman, bruh.
I'm saying, when you use that one broad, I'm gonna associate her like that. But you bring a name out.
What you about to bring Obama back? Like, yo, Obama
Hey,
said.
first off, I was waiting for his kid to grow up. I was like, yo, when they get ready, we're gonna bring Bush shit up in here. You know, Bush had his kids. I'm just saying.
Malia and all them, man.
That's what I'm waiting for. But on a side
Y'all
note,
niggas
look, I
waiting.
was against all that shit too, right? I was
Right.
like, yo, man, how are you gonna have people in jail that got nothing but time? You sitting there thinking about how ways to manipulate the law, how to get people on it, right? Like
Right.
at the end of the day, like that's how I'm
Right.
thinking, right? Like
Right.
all these fuckers ain't got nothing but time to get fucking people to sign petitions and shit, right?
Mhm.
There's 1,000 people in the yard. Like, come on, that's like so. That's my first thing. But then I started reading about this story about this dude in Boston, Massachusetts. Washington. This dude came up. He was like, he had a little fucking dictionary pocketbook, you know, of the amendments of the Constitution shit. He memorized it. The 13th Constitution Amendment, it stood out to him. And that's about Slavery Act and how you enslave people. And that's exactly what he's talking about. It's like, hey, when they came up with the 13th Amendment, that was supposed to block people from getting enslaved or servitude. And you still can have the right to vote, regardless. And somewhere down the line, that got stripped from us, right? Because he, like say, started bringing the IQ, started bringing all these other bullshit shit that didn't even matter back in the day when we're talking about 1772 and shit like that.
Right? We're talking about 1940,
when this shit was
1940s
written.
and 50s.
I'm saying when it was written, like this is what they were doing, like, and it was all like, you know, I mean, people were like, what the fuck? Okay, these are big words.
Hey,
whatever.
Nah, but the thing is this.
But
you and I and you, we've all been in jail for a certain situation.
Right.
We look at the other motherfuckers who were doing those kind of crimes, like they're not. Nigga, they're not even inmates with us.
But we're not talking about that. But we're not talking about that.
You're right. But I'm like, but if it's time to vote, they can't vote, bro.
Well, it's got you, right? But see, you're thinking on the small scale, right? If you're thinking about
shit,
I'm saying like if you gotta think bigger, right? If you think about what can happen in this room, it's too small, right? You gotta think bigger than that, right? So what I'm saying is like when it comes to this, because I was with you on this, I was like cons, the pros and cons. I was saying con. Oh, these are convicts we're talking about, right? You know what I mean? Con. Like it just like nothing was really working. But when you got into
convicts are humans too.
But I wasn't saying the word con, the pros and cons, and then you talk about convicts. You know what I'm saying? It was like con. No,
nigga, the cons and the pros are like convicts.
No, I didn't. I'm just going on. I'm walking you through my lane, right? Like my brain process. All I know is, but out of all of that, all the discussion, right or wrong, we all been locked up before. We all been down, nigga. And there's been times where we've been on lockdown, nigga. There's a lockdown on the other side of the yard, and everybody's locked down. You got a visit coming. You got things happening. Next thing you know, they're locking you down. There's no showers, no phone calls. What happens right away? People thinking the worst of the worst. You're in prison, man. You're locked down. You know what I mean? They already think stabbing, someone's getting killed, whatever the case may be. At the end of the day, when you are in jail and you think about people who have that stress thinking about you, then you got to think about, like, damn, you're somebody, that's a human being now. Now you're a human. And when you once you figure out that you're a human being, or you can identify with other people going through stressful situations and they're human, then you got to be like, yo, look, we got to let society take care of all that. Are they pedophiles? Are they this and that? Society's got to make that notation. It's not up to us, but it's up to us to fight for the civil rights that our forefathers or their forefathers, whoever want to be forefather for, but whoever they fought for, we got to hold them to that shit. That's art. That's art. That's what we have to do as a society. We got to hold people to what they say, because you're only as good as what your word, right? And at the end of the day, that's all we have is our Constitution, our word. That's the words that we live by. And if that's the only thing that's going to break shit down, then we have to get out that way. Like, hey, we can't look at them like convicts. We have to look at them as humans. We have to understand that, hey, if there's no one fighting for them in jails, then they don't get the certain things that we get, like out here, like a shower, a phone call. Hey, we're all right. Just like during the coronavirus. Hey, everybody all right? They don't get that. None of that going down right now. And right now, when you put that in perspective, for me, I got to say, I'm falling back. Because when someone says, oh my God, they're not getting those simple things, a shower, a phone call, a visit from their family, what's the point of doing time, right? I'm letting go at that point. If I got 15 years, what's going to stop me? We just had my man over here talking about, nigga, he never thought he was going to be out. Now he's out. Can you imagine taking away?
If you ever put that nigga in the curtain of a pedophile again, bro, what's wrong with you?
2. He said 1, 2.
What are you doing?
3, 2. 4, 2.
Listen.
5, 2.
Listen.
Nigga, we're counting out here.
We've all been
pedophiles. We're not talking about pedophiles. There's not enough pedophiles in the system to make a big demand in voting.
What?
There's not.
Most of our government are pedophiles.
Bro,
really? This is where we're at? Bro, listen. Bro, listen. If you touch kids, can't vote.
Right. Okay.
If you rape people that don't want to be raped, because no one wants to be raped, can't vote, bro.
But I don't see anybody voting on like rapist getting out anytime soon. They're voting on should there be human rights in jail. That's what they're voting on.
But the
should
thing
PCs be PCs? Should Serenios hang out with fucking with pedophiles? Should gang members be associated with pedophiles? Right? That's what the voting comes down to.
No, there's never ever been a bill to where like, yo, should we keep pedophiles working gang members? That's not a bill, bro. The bill is this. If you are a felon, you should not be able to vote. Bro, there's certain things to where there's people who are felons right now that shouldn't be felons, bro. Listen, But if you're touching kids or you're taking pussy when you shouldn't be taking pussy, like, don't get me wrong, girl might say,
never take pussy.
You should
That's a fact,
never
guys.
take
Never
pussy,
take
dog.
pussy
Hey,
grab.
you know what? And there should never be a bill to you like, has a girl ever told you no? And you thought she meant yes? Vote yes on this.
Right,
this.
that's
No.
Now we're just getting into the fictitious side of it.
No, it's not fictitious.
That's very fictitious.
Those type of bills aren't coming. That's not what
They're
people are
not gonna
voting on, bro.
Bro, when you got that
the
lady
same
that's
shit that
a governor, bro, and she's like, do you think that everyone should be able to carry an automatic weapon? Oh, follow the Second Amendment or whatever.
Look at us
amendment.
now, man. We're in the state right now. I would love an automatic.
Oh, wait, so you say
See
people
what I'm
shouldn't?
saying?
Well, so you think people shouldn't?
Bro, when have you
I
ever
was
needed
coming
an
out the store.
automatic gun?
I was coming out that store and I felt like I
And
was
you
protecting
needed
my
an
canteen.
automatic?
I was like,
Bruh.
nigga, it's my canteen, nigga. Look at
Bitch,
these
you
niggas
gotta
gas
get out.
on. Oh, look at all these niggas. They all suspect right
I
now.
gotta hit this nigga at least 16 times. Nigga, really?
You might be a bad aim, nigga. Shit.
Bruh. Oh, you a bad aim.
True. I missed something.
All right.
I know,
But you're right.
I'm
No
gonna let you
automatic
live with
weapons. No
that.
automatic weapons. That's ridiculous.
And
Right.
and to wrap this point up though, the stuff
Voting,
that
yes.
the
Voting.
stuff that they voting on, bro.
It's no automatic.
They not voting on no way out ass shit. They
No.
would be
Right.
voting on the same shit that we voting on out here.
They're voting for
Right.
people, the politicians that are going to be
For-
in there, the governors, the
for
mayors.
who's in office,
Right.
tax cuts,
Right.
education bills,
Who's looking
funds,
out for you?
all
Not
stuff
your
like
mama,
that. You
nigga.
feel me?
Right? Not your mama, not your
My mama
girlfriend.
dead, nigga.
You're right. Oh,
Listen,
hey, well, not your
She
aunties.
ain't vote for nothing.
I'm just saying.
Hey,
in
but
the
what I will
context of-
say is, and we all know
Not
this,
personal.
vote local before you vote.
That's what we're talking about. This
Yeah.
is what we're
That's
talking
where all
about.
the power
This
lays
is
at.
where we're at.
And that's
If you're not
why you
controlling-
can't take away the right to
Right.
vote, bro, because we are the ones that are affected by it the most.
Right.
There's
If
more
you
of
touch
us.
kids, you're
and
not
if-
voting.
I
Bruh,
like that
but
rule,
that's
but you
what-
can petition that. See, if you have the right to vote, make that happen. That's
That was a good topic and much needed topic for sure, man. Y'all niggas got it animated.
there you go.
This nigga's wilding.
Y'all just had me over here in the corner, sitting like eating popcorn.
Nah, this nigga's wilding, nigga. This nigga's wilding.
That's all good. Hey, it's a good, healthy debate. We need
Definitely.
that. Definitely. But we about to wrap it up. Y'all got any last thoughts before we get up out of here?
No.
Yeah, nah.
Hey,
you done for the day, bro.
I actually do. Hey, so what CO was saying, I definitely agree with a lot of stuff he was saying, but there are just certain things that, bro, we're gonna have to agree to disagree with.
Right, pedophiles. No, not good.
Definitely.
I understand.
That's what debate is. That's what a healthy debate is all
No,
about. You ain't got to
of
agree on
course,
everything.
bro.
You feel me? But
I don't
course,
like
bro.
pedophiles.
you got to be able
I
to
got
talk
children.
about shit. You feel me?
Yeah, no, definitely.
Unless you're
But-
dealing with the idiot, like I don't waste my breath or time
Mhm.
talking and debating with.
Right.
It's usually when they've been drinking, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, but I do say this, even though the coronavirus is going on, we got things going on, it's so important for you to get out there in November and vote, bro. I don't care if you're voting for the president, but most likely I want you to vote for whatever's local to you because that's going to make more sense for the things that are going on along with your community. So make sure you get out there and vote and just do the right thing. Even if me and him, bro, this guy, bro. But whatever.
Both of y'all. Both of y'all.
But just,
Hey,
hey,
man.
get out there and
Walk
vote.
in my shoes, man.
There
I'll
you
tell you
go.
my view. You know what I'm
There you
saying?
go. There you go. There you go.
Hey,
Yeah.
not everyone could walk on our shoes. Though.
Right.
Like, everyone can't do that time, but we get into that another day.
And we don't dance the same way you dance in your shoes.
I see walk, but. And before we close out, though, I want to say again, rest in peace to Ahmaud Arbery. And there was also a sister, I believe she was in, it was happened in Kentucky. Her name is Breonna Taylor.
Mhm.
The police ran up in her house looking for somebody. They ran up in the wrong house, shot her like 27 times and shit, killed her. She was an EMT and shit. This shit happened a couple days ago. So rest in peace to her too, her family. I will thank you guys again for tuning in to episode 5 of the No Warning Shot podcast. We appreciate the love and support. Continue to like, share, comment, all the above. Before we head out, I want to say RIP to Ahmaud Arbery again. Also, RIP to Breonna Taylor. She was a young woman who was gunned down by police in her home in Kentucky. Mistaken identity or whatever excuse they use. But shout out to her too. RIP to her family, to her and her family. Our thoughts are with y'all. As always, your past doesn't determine your future, but your hustle and motivation does. So make sure today is the day you take your shot. We out.